Shri Ram Nagri is ready. Waiting for Ram Lala. 7 days for Pran Pratishtha. Divinity and devotion. Festivity and fervour. India Today, live from Ayodhya.
And welcome to the special telecast of 5 Live from Ayodhya. I'm Pooja, Shali, and I bring you from the Saryu River, where clearly Ayodhya is buzzing, not just with the sounds of Ram Bhajan, the bells at the temple with the evening aarti expected to begin, but the sound of the Saryu River. And I can tell you, one has to be here to really believe that the historic moment is just about a week away. In the next half an hour, stay tuned. I'll continue to bring you all the updates and what the ground sentiment and the politics too is like. Before that, soak in this moment of the Saryu Ghat. This is Ram Ki Paidi. It has extreme significance when it comes to the Hindu faith, to devotion and to the birthplace of Lord Ram. It goes way back, even before, remember, Lord Ram, and mentioned even in the Ramayana, where since centuries people have been coming here. Today is Makar Sankranti, when devotees in thousands take a dip, as they believe all their sins will be forgiven. All these temples that you see, these are getting a makeover, have got a facelift in the past 2 to 3 years. Shops have been built. You see a certain pattern. The paint has been redone. All of that to ensure. As you can see, lights are being set up. By 22nd January, there are going to be light shows here. There is going to be a celebration here as well, as much as meters away, which is the Ram Temple opening its doors. So let's begin first with the headlines coming up. Congress escalating the Mandir attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Mallikarjun Kharge says, "Muh mein Ram, bagal mein churi." AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi also provoking says there are cruel people sitting on the throne. They are looking greedily at our mosques. He's urging the Muslim community to save the mosques.
कि तमाम जो लोग आज इख्तिदार की कुर्सियों पर बैठने वाले हैं, ये जालिम लोग, ये हमारी मस्जिदों पर ललचाई हुई नजरों से देख रहे हैं। वो जानते हैं कि मुसलमान को मस्जिद से दूर कर दो।
Many passengers across airlines and specifically of Indigo have been complaining over the past few days of delays, of disruptions, but a frustrated over 13-hour flight delay, one Indigo passenger punched and slapped a pilot right inside the aircraft. Caught on camera, the flyer has been booked and is now likely to be put on a no-fly list. Is the anger now taking a toll and exceeding limits? Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has now responded, explaining the flight delays. Says there has been an unprecedented fog cover causing that delay for the airlines. He's assuring that low visibility complaint airport will be operational soon as well. Remember, in the past few days, dozens of flights have been delayed. Hundreds have been stranded, not just in Delhi but other cities too, due to the cold wave conditions prevailing. Enforcement Directorate has raided multiple locations in Kolkata over a ration distribution scam allegations. Searches were on even at Trinamool Congress's leader's office. And a final headline for this bulletin. Massive ruckus erupted inside Delhi Civic Centre over a fake medicine controversy. The Bharatiya Janata Party leaders even held a protest against Aam Aadmi Party and held placards inside the Civic Centre.
Powered by Rumta Steel TMT Bar. Ekdam solid.
The big news coming in. You first heard it here on 5 Live on India Today Television. It's now official. the Ramlala idol that has been chosen to be installed at the Garbhagriha, which is the Sanctum Sanctorum, which means, of course, the most significant place of Ram temple. That idol has been chosen as announced, sculpted by Mysuru's Arun Yogaraj. Arun Yogaraj Krishna Shila idol has now been finalized to be installed at the Ram temple, where the grand arrangements are being made with the final touches for the opening of doors on 22nd January. Arun Yogaraj's idol will be installed by Prime Minister Modi when that Pran Pratishtha ceremony will take place. What a moment, clearly. Remember, not just with the official information that's coming in, but also importantly for Arun Yogaraj from Mysuru, Karnataka, who is from a family of generation of sculptors. Gaurav Sawant is joining me for the latest on that. Gaurav, clearly here in Ayodhya, while there's a buzzing sentiment, a lot of people awaited which is going to be that final idol, and now that announcement has come. Listen in first, before I go to Gaurav, of what Champat Rai, who's the General Secretary of the Ram Janmabhoomi Teerth Trust as well, has to say.
प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की पूजन विधि कल 16 जनवरी से प्रारंभ हो जाएगी। पूजन विधि के लगभग सभी कार्य 21 जनवरी तक चलेंगे। जिस प्रतिमा की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा होनी है वो आप सब जानते हैं, पत्थर की है। हमारे अनुमान से 150 किलो से 200 किलो के बीच में उसका वजन है।
Let's go across to Gaurav for that. Gaurav, now many may be wondering that an announcement had already come from Minister Prahlad Joshi, and then now in another official information. Tell us, what specifically does this mean? And of course, a big moment, just a week to go for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony.
So this truly is something that the entire country or Ram Bhakts across the world want to know. What does Ram Lala's idol look like? And except for that committee that selected one of the three idols, nobody's seen that idol except members of that committee and of course Arun Yogiraj, the sculptor himself. So three idols were commissioned. One was white marble, two others were black granite or Krishna Shila idols. All three idols have been selected, but one will be installed in the Garbhagriha or the Sanctum Sanctorum, and this is the one that is Arun Yogiraj's idol. It's 51 inches tall from the lalat or the forehead to the toes of Lord Ram. So 51 inches placed on a platform that is lotus shaped. The Shraddhalu or the devotees from a distance of about 25 feet outside the Garbhagriha, they can view Lord Ram's idol on that platform. And this is before the Yagopavit Sanskar, which means there is no Janeyu that Lord Ram is wearing in this idol. It's a standing idol of Lord Ram, unlike the idol that is in the current temple, the makeshift temple, which is Lord Ram who's sitting as a child. Now this Lord Ram idol is where he's about 5 years of age, but just before the Yagopavit Sanskar. There are also details of how beautiful his eyes look, how his lips look, the shoulders, how they look. Devatva is a divinity that reflects on it. Balatva, a young child, he's 5 years old.
So now we know for sure. It's the Krishna Shila Ram Lala made by Arun Yogiraj. What a moment, remember. This is what history is about. It will be written in the books of legends of history. And therefore, joining me now is a very special guest. Arun Yogiraj's wife, Vijeta Yogiraj, is joining me. Vijeta, this official moment for you to know that your family, your husband, sculpted with his hands the idol of Ram Lala, and that is going to be installed in this historic Ram temple. What does a wife have to say as the first reaction, Vijeta?
We have been blessed, ma'am. On this day of Makara Sankranti, our house is filled with joy and so much of love and wishes from everybody. We are very grateful and we are very thankful to everybody. Thank you very much.
Vijeta, tell me about the mood at home, because I'm sure that there is a lot of struggle, a lot of hard work when it comes to creating an idol of that stature. The hard work your husband Arun Yogaraj must have put in. Take us through that moment and struggle, and then now the happiness at home there in Mysuru in Karnataka.
Being a sculptor is every day is hard work, because you're getting a stone into a beautiful murti is in a way a good divine blessing. Like it is a tough job, which
That's
Arun
true.
makes it look simpler and beautiful. And at home is a celebration going on. Today is our festival, and we are celebrating with so much joy and happiness around.
Yes.
Everything is looking very beautiful.
Clearly, this Makar Sankranti, I'm sure your family will not be able to forget. Vijeta, tell me this. At a moment like this, it's not just about the Ramlala idol being placed, which in itself is a big moment, but that Pran Pratishtha being done by the Prime Minister of this country. That moment, do you think, is as much about hard work, but there has to be something more divine. There has to be a blessing of the God that your husband, your family was chosen all the way from Karnataka and now finding a place in Ayodhya.
Yes, it is some sort of that divine power which has blessed upon us, and we are like we can't express our joy and what we are going through at the moment, because it is like we have been blessed, and it is a pride for our family, and we are very proud of Arun. He has brought us pride to our community and our family. Our names are going to be engraved in history books now, and we are so much like everything, our
When were
life
you
has been
informed,
fulfilled.
Vijeta? When was Arun informed? Yes.
Information we got
When
through
was your
social media itself.
you got through social media that confirmation has come? Have you been able to speak to your husband? Have you had that call with the Arun Yogaraj? Where is he at
I
the
just,
moment?
I mean,
What was that?
when
How was his reaction when he heard?
actually we are trying to call him, and his phone is busy, and we are not able to get through him. And as soon as we get through him, and when we'll hear the news from him, I'll be like top of the sky now. It is like I can't explain the amount of
So
happiness we are going through.
So there are going to be, of course, celebrations at home as well. Tell me this, Vijeta. I can't help but ask. Many people keep talking about a certain north-south divide. Do you think with this Ram temple, idol of Arun Yogaraj from Mysuru to Ayodhya, there is no north-south divide? This is the devotion of Lord Ram uniting the country.
uh, I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Okay, Vijeta, I wanted to know, so of course there will be celebrations at home, and there is going to be a connection that all of us are united in this. This is not about any state or individual. This is a unifying factor that Lord Ram is to India.
Yes.
Okay, also Vijeta, tell me what sort of celebrations are we expecting at home? Will there be special delicacies or more puja, more aarti that is going to be arranged at home?
Sorry, ma'am.
So, can we now expect? Are you also? If you can hear me, one question, Vijeta. Are you also coming to Ayodhya on 22nd January?
No, we are unaware of the situation at the moment. We are waiting for whether we have to come or not. We don't know yet.
Well, at least the hard work will be there and everyone will be bowing down to the Ramlala idol as well. And before I let you go, this moment of the route that is connected Mysuru to Ayodhya is connected
occasion we are hearing such a great news, and we are very.
First reaction coming in from Mysuru in Karnataka. We have more breaking news coming in. Let's take a look at that. All right, so there are already investments taking place, and the biggest of big names in the film industry of this country, Amitabh Bachchan, has invested in Ayodhya in a multi-luxury project. What we are hearing right now, the big news coming in, is that Amitabh Bachchan has made his first big investment in Ayodhya, has bought a plot in the holy city already. And this is going to be a 7-star project for what is going to be becoming clearly an international level tourist destination, religious tourism, economic prosperity as well for Ayodhya. And Big B therefore has become the first Bollywood celebrity to be investing officially in Ayodhya. A 7-star property, we are told it's running into crores of rupees, of course. Amitabh Bachchan, the first investment making in the holy city of Ayodhya. So today is Monday, and in just the next 1 week we'll have the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. After years of wait, remember, for the devotees of the Hindu faith, the devotees of Lord Ram, the Ram Bhakts as they call themselves, it's been generations that have fought, and then via legal constitutional framework, the Ram temple is set to rise. But that means massive preparations at the last minute, security arrangements, all of that will be right now be getting final touches. And therefore now take a look at this report coming in from Ayodhya. What are those final arrangements? What is being done to organize by the Temple Trust, by the state government? It's the double-engine Sarkar at play, but this is also about ensuring via the trust that invitations have been sent out and the final arrangements for the grand event. Celebrities have been invited, top politicians have been invited.
The big countdown for Ram Mandir. Just days to go for Grand Pran Pratishtha. The grand Ram temple is taking final shape. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is at Yajman or Karta for the Pran Pratishtha, spoke out.
मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मुझे अयोध्या में बन रहे राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में बुलाया है, तो ये आप सबके आशीर्वाद से ऐसा सौभाग्य मिलता है। तो मैंने भी 11 दिन व्रत अनुष्ठान का एक संकल्प किया हुआ है। श्री राम का ध्यान स्मरण कर रहा हूं।
The resplendent golden door of the Sanctum Sanctorum or the Garbhagriha, which will house the deity, is ready. This houses the platform which will hold the idol of Ram Lala or the boy god, depicting Ram as a 5-year-old child in his place of birth. Elaborate preparations are underway to ensure a momentous cultural and spiritual celebrations on Ram Lala's Ghar Wapasi.
प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की पूजन विधि कल 16 जनवरी से प्रारंभ हो जाएगी। पूजन विधि के लगभग सभी कार्य 21 जनवरी तक चलेंगे।
The temple has also brought in tremendous enthusiasm among Muslim devotees of Ram.
मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे, राम आएंगे।
Imam Ansari, a student from Lakhimpur, stole hearts with his soulful Ram bhajan.
राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी, दीप जला के दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी।
India's culture capital is witnessing preparation at a never-seen-before scale.
This area, while has got a makelift here at Ram Ki Peri, but this will continue to get a makeover over the next few years. There were what were earlier small, rickety, dilapidated shops have now got banners, have got now a proper structure to cater to devotees and tourists who will throng in large numbers. Complete makeover, but this will all continue. But they say it was dirty earlier, dilapidated areas, lights were not working. Everything has been turned into perhaps new development, a new Ayodhya here on.
The biggest faith event beckons and India is ready for return of Ram. With Pooja, Shali and Abhishek Mishra in Ayodhya, Bureau Report, India Today.
So here in Ayodhya, what I found was very interesting. Remember one, for the Ayodhya Vasis who've lived here all their life, they're expecting a boost in economy. They're expecting that with the tourist influx, which according to the tourism department was about 3 lakh in 2021, by 2022, went to crores. It's going to be unprecedented numbers this year. And it will give them a boost of opportunities and perhaps a better life in Ayodhya. And then to the tourists who are flunking from other states, young men who were strangers and becoming friends on the way, on cycles are reaching Ayodhya. About the locals and about the tourists and devotees, what do they have to say? A special report coming in from Ayodhya, ground report from me. Take a look. As per the tourism department, about 3 lakh tourists would flock to the holy city. It has jumped to crores by 2022, and this year it's going to definitely go into unprecedented numbers in crores. This area, while has got a makelift here at Ram Ki Peri, but this will continue to get a makeover over the next few years. There were what were earlier small, rickety, dilapidated shops have now got banners, have got now a proper structure to cater to devotees and tourists who will throng in large numbers. So let's try and understand. We are at the Pandit fast food. So let's try and find out the arrangements that are being made. काफी बिजी हैं आप आजकल इन दिनों?
हाँ, आजकल हम बिजी हैं राम मंदिर के उद्घाटन की वजह से।
काफी इम्प्रूवमेंट अब आप देख रहे हैं, अरेंजमेंट यहाँ पर होते जा रहे हैं।
हाँ, ये 8 साल से बहुत बदलाव आ गया। 8 साल पहले यहाँ पे अजीब कूड़ा उड़ा जगह जगह फेंका रहता है। अब देखिए बढ़िया खूबसूरत हो गया है। अब मंदिर बन रहा है, हर एक चीज। वैसे नागेश्वरनाथ भी बढ़िया हो गया, नहीं तो पहले यहाँ बहुत गंदगी थी, पैर धरने के लिए जगह नहीं था।
So chai, pakoda and Maggie are on offer, and you can be rest assured that these shops are going to be building up. यहीं के लोकल है, रहने वाले अयोध्या वासी हैं आप?
जी।
तो अयोध्या को कितना बदलते हुए आपने देखा है? मुझे पहले का अयोध्या और अब का अयोध्या
इतना स्वच्छ हो गया है, सुंदर दिखता है, लाइटिंग वगैरह हो गई है। कभी कोई समय था जहाँ एक लाइट भी सही से नहीं जलता था, आज इतने बड़े हो गए हैं कि लगता है कि हाँ हम अयोध्या में हैं, प्रभु श्री राम जी के दरबार में हैं।
ये सब जो अयोध्या टेम्पल पे फोकस है, पर 22 जनवरी को तो आपको एंट्री यहाँ नहीं मिलेगी, तो उसका कोई दुख है आपको?
नहीं, हमको यही बहुत बड़ी खुशी है कि हमारे दरबार में श्री राम जी स्वयं आ गए हैं। भाई हम तो अपने घर में राम जी का पोस्टर बड़ा सा लगाएंगे, राम दरबार का, और माला अर्पण करेंगे, और हो सके साउंड वगैरह बजाएंगे, और पूजा अगरबत्ती दिए जलाएंगे।
This is the sentiment that people have felt, specifically those who have lived in Ayodhya, that finally that home is being given to Lord Ram and opportunities thereby to the people, and a focus to Ayodhya that was long overdue. I'm at the Ram Ki Peri. It has extreme significance. One, today is Makar Sankranti, and therefore hundreds and thousands of devotees entrenched in their devotion, in their Ram Bhakti, taking a dip in the Saryu River. This is the Saryu Ghat. Mataji, Ayodhya में राम मंदिर बनने वाला है, तो एक टाइम पे कभी आपने सोचा था कि आप अपने लाइफ टाइम में जीवन में देख पाओगे?
नहीं सोचा था। नहीं बन गया, बहुत अच्छा हुआ। राम का मंदिर बन रहा है, अच्छा लगा बहुत
अच्छा किया योगी जी ने, मोदी जी ने उसको बनवा के, क्योंकि करोड़ों लोगों की आस्था उसी से जुड़ी थी, इसलिए बहुत अच्छा हुआ बनने के लिए।
ऐसा लगता था कि जैसे हम लोग किसी वीरान जगह आए हुए, जैसे कि ये लगता ही नहीं था कि मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री राम का स्थल है। ऐसा लगता था कि किसी नॉर्मल स्थान पर आए। पर बीते 4-5 सालों में मैंने 4-5 बार यहाँ आ चुका, और जितनी बार आया उतना ही बेहतर मुझको देखने को मिला।
Devotion knows no bound and no limitations. You start a journey and the caravan will follow. It happened in the case of these young men. One of them started on their bicycle from different states. He started to meet strangers, become friends, and they came on this cycle yatra, and they're likely to be joined by more as and when they head out.
साइकिल यात्रा इसलिए किया है क्योंकि सेफ ड्राइव सेफ लाइफ का एक वार्ता हमने दिया है पहली बार। दूसरी बात, जब घर से निकला था तब जो हम लोग सेफ ड्राइव सेफ लाइफ का वार्ता तो दिया है। उसके बाद राम जन्मभूमि में आने का बहुत चाहत थी, इसलिए हम लोग घर से साइकिल निकाल के हम लोग आ गए, और हम लोग 22 जनवरी का साक्षी होके पूरा जिंदगी भर बिताना चाहते हैं, इसलिए हम लोग घर से निकल कर आ गए।
तो आपने ऐसे प्लान किया कि 22 जनवरी के आसपास आप लोग यहाँ पे होंगे राम जन्मभूमि में, तो ये आप एक दूसरे को जानते थे या साथ साथ मिलते गए?
साथ साथ मिलते गए हैं।
ये कैसे हुआ?
हम लोग कंटिन्यू साइकिल यात्रा कंटिन्यू जारी था, तो हम लोग ये बिहार का जो डेहरी जिला जो पड़ता है वहीं हम लोग मुलाकात हुई।
तो इस साइकिल यात्रा को कैसे याद रखना चाहेंगे? आपको क्या लगता है, क्या मैसेज जाना चाहिए आगे?
जो लोग मन की सख्त होगा ना, तो लोग पैदल भी आ सकते हैं, साइकिल कर भी आ सकते हैं। एक भी रुपया घर से ना निकल लेने के बाद भी आ सकते हैं। हम लोग को रास्ते पे इतना सपोर्ट मिला, इतना खाना थे शुरू करके बहुत सपोर्ट मिला। हम लोग खुद से लोग दे रहे हैं।
And this moment may actually not just define India, it could change India for the better. So you may have heard a lot of Ram bhajans that many artists are singing, not just from the Hindu community, but from the Muslim community too. Listen in now to a young woman. She's from Kashmir, Uri in Kashmir, and she's sung the soulful rendition of Ram Dhun, Batul Zehra. Listen in to her Ram bhajan.
हमारे पीएम मोदी जी ने 11 दिनों का व्रत रखा है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने ये संकल्प राम मंदिर प्राण प्रतिष्ठा की नेक आमद में रखा है। आज पूरा मुल्क राम गीत गुनगुना रहा है, और इसमें हमारा जम्मू और कश्मीर भी पीछे नहीं है। चलिए मैं आप लोगों के साथ जुड़ जाती हूँ उड़ी कश्मीर से। मड़ी चौखट टुरका आज 4 धाम आए दिन, मड़े राम आए दिन, अम्मा सीता नाल आए दिन, लक्ष्मण होर भक्त हनुमान आए दिन, बजाओ टोल स्वागत बीच मड़े कार राम आए दिन। वस्सलाम। हमारे पीएम मोदी जी ने 11 दिनों का व्रत रखा है।
Batul Zehra is now joining me in this telecast, and I want to go to her right away. That was so beautiful, Batul. And, you know, of course, that video that you've also put up, it's being shared, it's going viral on social media. We've heard it. Our viewer listened to it just now. But in your original voice, Batul, can I request you once, as we start this interaction, to sing it, sing a few lines of this Ram Dhun, if it's convenient for you. Batul, go ahead.
Why not? Why not? बड़ी चौखट टुरका आज 4 धाम आए दिन, मड़ राम आए दिन, अम्मा सीता नाल आए दिन, लक्ष्मण होर भक्त हनुमान आए दिन, बजाओ टोल स्वागत बीच बड़े कार राम आए दिन।
How did it feel to you that Prime Minister Modi has also shared your song, Batul, at a moment like this, when clearly a lot of community members are singing it? Do tell me what this moment meant to you right now.
सीरियसली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक्स टू माय पेरेंट्स कि जिन्होंने मुझे मतलब ये परमिशन दी कि बेटा आप घर से निकलो, आप आगे बढ़ो। और उसके बाद मैं थैंक्स करती हूँ कश्मीर अहेड को, स्पेशली पंकज शंकर सर को, जिनकी वजह से अभी मैं पूरे इंडिया में वायरल हो रही हूँ। ये सिर्फ किनकी वजह से, पंकज सर की वजह से हुआ। तो मेरे माइंड में क्या आया कि मुझे पहाड़ी में एक गाना लिखना चाहिए राम मंदिर पे, क्योंकि 9 दिनों के बाद राम मंदिर का आगाज भी हो रहा है। तो मेरे माइंड में ये थॉट आया कि हाँ, अगर हम इंडिया में रह रहे हैं तो हमें मंदिर की रिस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए। और जो अगर जैसे हिंदू लोग हमारे मक्का मदीना जाते हैं और जामिया मस्जिद होती है उनमें आते हैं, कश्मीर आते हैं, यहाँ एक्सप्लोर करते हैं, वो ये चीज नहीं देखते कि ये मुस्लिम की रिलीजियस प्लेस है, हम यहाँ क्यों जाएं। तो इसी वजह से मेरे माइंड में भी यही कंसेप्ट है कि हमें एक दूसरे के साथ मिलजुल के रहना है, भाईचारे से रहना है। और जो राम जी थे उनके बारे में तो मैंने बहुत सुना है, ह्यूमैनिटी की एक वो मिसाल थे, वो आइडियल पर्सन थे पूरे इंडिया के लिए, पूरे देश के लिए।
बतूल, तुम बहुत आसानी से ये कह दे रही हो, लेकिन क्योंकि मैं भी कश्मीरी हूँ और तुम भी, और हम दोनों जानते हैं कि ये आसान स्टेप नहीं है जो तुमने लिया, तो कैसे ये स्ट्रेंथ तुम्हें मिली और तुम्हें लगा कि ये नॉर्मल है तुम्हारे लिए कि तुम ये राम धुन गा पाओगे और तुम्हें गाना चाहिए?
देखो, आई बिलोंग टू अ मुस्लिम फैमिली एंड स्पेशली आई एम फ्रॉम सैयद कम्युनिटी। तो मेरे पापा इस चीज को भी सपोर्ट करते हैं, बोलते हैं कि बेटा ये मत देखो कि ये हिंदू है, ये मुस्लिम है, ये सिख है, ये ईसाई है। हिंदू में कोई अगर पुरुष उत्तम है तो उनकी रिस्पेक्ट करो, उनका नाम लो। सिख में कोई पुरुष उत्तम है तो उनका नाम लो। जैसे महात्मा गांधी, मैं उनकी बहुत बड़ी फॉलोअर हूँ, मैं उनको फॉलो करती हूँ। इसी तरह मैंने जो राम जी हैं उनके बारे में बहुत अच्छी अच्छी बातें सुनी है। जैसे हमारे मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी में, मुस्लिम रिलीजन में हजरत मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम थे, वो अपनी क्वालिटीज़ की वजह से मशहूर थे। इसी तरह जो हिंदू रिलीजन में जो राम जी हैं वो भी अपने ऑनेस्टी की वजह से ये थे। तो मैंने सोचा कि हाँ, अयोध्या में राम मंदिर का आगाज हो रहा है तो मुझे राम जी पे कुछ लाइंस लिखनी चाहिए और मुझे उन पे लाइंस लिख के कुछ गाना चाहिए। तो मैंने गाया और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत अच्छे से गाया। तो अब पूरा देश मुझे कॉल कर रहा है, मुझे कह रहा है कि आप गाना गाया, आपने बहुत अच्छा गाया।
और बहुत अच्छे से गाया बतूल, बहुत बहादुर हो तुम, एंड यू सेंट आउट अ मैसेज ऑफ कम्युनल हार्मनी, ऑफ यूनिटी फॉर कश्मीर एंड फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल, एंड ग्रेट पेरेंटिंग देयर इन योर फैमिली. Appreciate you joining us, Batul. Keep singing. More power to you, and thank you for speaking to me in this telecast. So on that note of music, of Ram Bhajans, there'll be many more to come. Stay tuned to India Today Television throughout as our special telecast comes in from the holy city of Ayodhya. Coming up next after a very short break, stay tuned. Shivaru brings you the biggest controversy of the day, in fact of the week. In the past few days there have been inordinate delays, disruptions, cancellations of flights, and Indigo Airlines has been in the target of it. And now one irate passenger decided to get up and punch and slap the pilot. What happened next? After a very short break, stay tuned to 5 Live with Shivaru coming up next.
बहुत अलग नहीं होता, जो भी मिला इसलिए मिला कि हंस के बहुत कुछ खोया हमने। ये जो सूरज देख रहे